Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
With the bottom side control of the lane, we'll be able to get this dragon. It's traded, of course, for all three grubs top side with the Aurora controlling top lane. And this happened last time we had Aurora.
Question him though, you know?
No, he's got the restraint required.
Yeah. He's not just about his number, he's more about the gap between the numbers. He likes when the production puts him at the top and the AD carry at the bottom of the other team. And Showmaker in a lot of pressure here, and that's just going to be first blood. Sylvie able to dive under the turret and take him down. Now Lucid is here. We got a roam coming in from King, Fisher pretty low. Not sure if he's going to be able to help without Divide as well. Sylvie does have his bottom lane coming on over, as this is going to get pretty risky, I would say, as the ult is going to come down here from King and holds them all in play as the True Shot Barrage does an insane amount of damage. And that is just going to be a double kill over to Lucid and a bonus kill for Kingin.
Yeah, this was a good idea in terms of catching. Adult.
What kind of cages? See, adult cages is kind of, I don't really like that either. As now they're just trying to gank gaming, but Mohan was here, so now turning into a bit of a 2-on-2.
How about the champion cage?
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah.
Sounds better. We got a TP coming in here.
Kill top side laner. Go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the 1v1, feels pretty good for Fisher, as now, again, Flash available for Showmaker. Sentinel's coming in. There's the Flash, and he still gets taken out. And Fisher didn't even need Sylvie.
Nope. That was actually so clean, and the angle for Jiwoo's ult, predicting exactly where the jump would land, was so beautiful to watch.
Vital,
now he's in trouble, though.
Or Vital, yeah, the Senna player. Understandable confusion there.
They can't be supports playing Senna. That was never a thing while I was a caster.
Yeah. Times change. Well, now the cage is going to miss, and Fisher gets out, but this push from DK is very good. But how about the turn coming out from Noshim? Jiwoo keeps them around. The TP comes in from a Heil, as everybody is so low. Jiwoo will dodge the True Shot Barrage. Kingin makes his way over as well, but it's just a kill lockdown for Vital on the Senna.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little bit shaky, as Showmaker here just does not expect this Azir to show up. The ult comes out first, and then he, after the rocket jump, is able to easily get the divide, and that's that Vital ult I was talking about, although I did incorrectly say.
See if we can see any big Mega Cone engages as well. I feel like you'll definitely see it out of a Gnar, out of a Sejuani, trapped in the cage here is Jiwoo, who's taking a ton of damage and has to cleanse, but it's Ezreal, and aiming just shuts that down. Jiwoo with no sums outside of the cleanse, it's not enough to get him away.
Yep. And that's a good pick. And weirdly enough, Aurora, because her ultimate range is just so turret, it doesn't matter. The damage has been done.
Aiming. Simple cleanse, but it's still a tier 1 that's taken by Noshim. Kind of, we didn't really see the setup for that, but it was only aiming under the turret, probably just trying to get the advantage after the
Dragon and Chemtech soul point. They absolutely don't need that. Meow's just going to side lane, start to farm up a little bit. We'll get his first item off of this back. And the Azir is also going to be a very strong scaling champion. We talked about it could have been double AD carry. He had a rough start to the laning phase, but has otherwise been kind of able to counter map, cross map, get the bottom turret here. So good macro here from Noshim in this neutral game where not a whole lot is happening. They give up the objective. They give up the Chemtech dragon, but they're going to get this turret here. They're actually going to get both ultimately. See how well they defend the Herald.
Yeah, they just feel like they can't really, especially with 2 of their guys out on the map, but it's 2 turrets for 1. Yes, DK did get the middle tier 1, which is more valuable. As that is, yep, he's invisible, and now he's not. Jiwoo just going to flash to get away, and thankfully he has that flash this time. But now Mega Gnar coming on in. King and no ult available. Nihil is very much alone, though, so not really able to keep anyone around and interested.
Yeah, there's not really much he can do. It was a nice idea there. Didn't teleport forward either, and it's kind of greedy to stay bottom and continue to push into that inner because it was at full health. They'll take the 2 turrets here for Jiwoo's flash basically in the mid turret.
Seems to really just stand there, and that's going to give them a chance now with 6 Void Grubs to hit the inner of the mid lane, as now the Neil ultimate is going to lock Boham in place, but he is Rel. Will he be tanky enough? The answer is no, as now we still have the flash ult engaged from Sylvie, and now a massive divide comes in from Fisher, catches 2 of them, forces so many of these ultimates to come out, but now we got the huge cage coming on down. Mahia looking for the engage, and he gets it on the 3, but the damage not quite coming through just yet for Noshim. Finally they get 1. in the trade, but aiming and Kingan's still alive on the backside.
Yeah, that was a very, very close fight there.
To hit that soul mark, or the soul point mark in this case. Nongshim, looks like they do want to fight it. I mean, at this point, I feel like both teams wouldn't be too sad to go for a fight. Mihail is about to hit his Mega Gnar.
Could be denied here. Huge play from Mihail, who now has his Narbar set, and Kingan's out of the fight for now.
Yeah, he could just, you know, zone Kingan away. They do not really have Kingan for now, but now the Maokai ultimate is going to be coming in. Sylvie does dodge it. He is on top of this. It is just a flip, and it goes to Lucid. As the smite not there for Sylvie once again. We get a big sweep on the disengage, but this true shot barrage into the Aurora ult is just disgusting. As now the damage is coming through. Fisher will fall, the Nila will fall, and DK are looking for more. Kingan with that mobility is going to find Vital, gives the kill over to Showmaker. That's 3 and the Drake to DK.
I mean, they kept Kingan out of the fight over its lights out, and Nongshim now significantly behind, but that's before this Baron goes over. Talked about the mid-inner already being down. There's some standing gold they can grab off of the top turret.
Yeah, I'm just glad that this very strong, almost overpowered champion is finally finding more success in the LCK, because this is what makes sense, I would say.
When you have a comp that makes sense for it, I feel like it looks really good. When you pick it for the tier list and then you don't build around it, it looks rough. I mean, not rough, but less good.
Yeah.
It still looks pretty good.
That's the thing. I mean, it's still a very good champ. Dplus, very big Red Bull Baron power play at this point. Mihail is getting some bonus gold in the bottom lane.
Actually, he has, but he's starting to become a late game threat, as was the case in game 1. It's just keeping this Aurora at bay is so tough, and he's about to have death cap. That's the biggest problem, and they don't have map control, obviously, because they're facing this Baron for 30 more seconds, as Mihail may get punished as well as this Gnar expires.
Yeah, the timing of this is really rough for Mihail, and Showmaker really does want to make the most of this, as he will be forced to flash away, but Showmaker has his own flash. Not going to force the issue, as he knows, you know, take the little bonus win. You don't have to go crazy and try to chase Mihail all over around the map.
Line for him, and he has the Oblivion Orb, and the Dplus are like, okay, no Narbar, no vision, we're going for this. The Senna ult will reveal the timing. This is a good angle for Nongshim.
Yeah,
the Maokai ult.
The Maokai ultimate just denies Sylvie, throws in an ult, but the damage is not there. He gets knocked away by Showmaker as well, and now everybody is in the Aurora ult. It is just a crazy team fight. Nila will go down. Some big ultimates coming in from the Gnar and the Azir. Fisher's still alive, but he eventually does fall. And that is one of the big pillars of Nongshim right now. DK, they take down the Baron. They take a nice turn fight afterwards. And Vital's just hitting the minions, trying to stop this game from ending.
Yeah, just going to try to clear this wave. I feel like if the game state was much closer, that actually could have been a winnable fight for Nongshim. The Buster Shot is fantastic. Guarantees there's nothing Sylvie could do. Maokai ult into Buster Shot means no steal, guaranteed Baron. And yes, great Gnar coming through from Mihail. Fisher's ult was awesome as well, but Geo was taken out of the fight early, and Vital can only do so much. And I think Dplus still likely end off of this top wave. No way to defend without Fisher. 20 seconds on the Azir.
Yeah, they just don't really have wave clear with these two specifically, especially against the Baron. And that should be enough to get the job done, as the Nexus is open. Miles going in. He's got a Mega Gnar. He only hits aiming, and he's just being chunked by that very man himself. As Sylvie also going to be locked in. Fisher trying his best. They are desperate, but it is not going to happen. Dplus, they do get across the line.
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.